Hi friends, Andy Vegan. Breakfast time and it's still warm outside, so I still get my ice cream on top of the fruit salad. And today I have a special fruit salad with figs again. Got these wonderful fresh figs. I made them the other day in another recipe. And I had some issues making figs, fresh figs into recipes because they don't combine that easily. I mean, they do if you know how. So easy is with walnuts. That's maybe the healthiest nuts if you look at science for us, and it's wonderful to eat them daily. They also give us what we need in omega-3 fatty acids. That is a very important fat. It's not in many plants in abundance. Walnuts is one of them. And figs here, fresh figs, are so sweet and so dense, yeah, so heavy, somehow sensual. Yeah. I mean, if I eat them on its own, I love the figs. I eat them dry as a snack and fresh if I get them, not so often. And I love them, but when you combine them, the whole thing oftentimes easily gets too heavy. And after a while, then, oh, that's too much. I can't do anymore in a fruit salad with bananas. I tried with bananas, oh, much too much. So that is really, so I couldn't. So no bananas. That would be too much sweetness and softness and this creaminess too much. So walnuts are perfect, and I guess blackberries also are wonderful. These are, by the way, our healthiest berries, and berries are our healthiest fruit. So these together, blackberries are a little bit sour. They have a very own flavor. Hard to describe these dark fruit, or blueberries too. These dark blue flavors, or black currants also have these dark blue flavors. I mean, I love them. Describe the flavors, not as easy. I think they have this earth tone with them. So they go nice. They balance the figs. They are so dense and so heavy, and the blackberries are rather light. Raspberries are even lighter. Also a little sour flavor there in it. But the blackberries I tried today. So fruit salad, 3 parts. That's it. And then the dressing on top. It cannot be too heavy, as I said, with the figs and so on. So my cashew yogurt dressing has to be blended with bananas, for example, to make it lighter. Cashew yogurt, I show you in another video how to make it. You find the link under this one. Blending cashews, 1-to-1 ratio with water and some acidophilus bacteria culture, tiny amount. And then overnight. And 2 bananas or so, or a large cup, blended together, and I have a nice, creamy and light yogurt dressing. The yogurt is a tart, sour flavor, and the cashews make it a little bit sweeter. It's like a Greek yogurt, I would say, but it's heavy. So blending with bananas makes it sweeter and lighter, and that's what I need. I will also put some oranges into this yogurt. Somehow I want to try this nice orange here. Just peel the orange with a chef's knife on a cutting board, chuck, 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 and then halve it, slice it, and then crosswise. So a little bit against the inside peels, the skin there. So you have a nice orange pieces. And I don't blend it. That would be a different texture. I did it in another video, but I want the pieces of the orange with a sweet sour flavor in the yogurt, and also with the figs and with the raspberry, with the blackberries. I think orange and blackberry could be nice together. Was an intuition. I don't know if it really works. I will see that now. So first the blender dance. This is a German blender. It's a Revo blend. I can highly recommend, but I guess it's have to be in Germany. But it's rivaling the great names for sure. Blender dance. That's a quick and easy blend, of course. Cashew yogurt and bananas. But here is the result. You see, it's a very nice and runny dressing. The bananas don't need to be totally ripe. Yeah. So it's also nice when the bananas are not so ripe. Then you get a different texture, a little bit firmer. And also the flavor and the fiber. There's more fiber in the banana from the starches. The more the banana ripens, the more the starches turn into sugar, and then you get more sugar sweet and a different texture, lighter. But as I said, with the yogurt, blended with the yogurt, I would even say it can be nice to have the banana not too ripe, but also ripe it works, whatever you have. I'm just saying, sometimes we need a banana very ripe, like in the ice cream I show you in a minute, and sometimes it's okay if it's not so ripe. So either way. So here, the raw orange here, a large orange, goes here. And as I say, I'm very curious what it does to the blackberries. Because it might bring the blackberry flavor out more. Yeah, and also, it is interesting. Blackberries have a little bit, they can be tasting wonderful, you know, beautiful, expansive, flowerful flavor. But it also can be, you eat a blackberry, what's that? It's not easy always to find a good blackberry. I thought maybe the orange can help a little bit, but let's see. For sure, it helps, the orange might help with the fig, at least I believe, not sure, but I believe, because the fig has this heaviness and sweetness, and the orange has this sweet and sour flavor. And sour is a very good idea to accompany a fig, because the fig is by itself so sweet, so nice, that they were often served with vinegar or so. Figs they like the sour flavor company. So here, that's my fruit salad for today. So here, and you can look from the outside. It's always a little bit a secret. When you look inside, you see this kind of the figs here, you know, and the oranges here. You don't even know on the first glance. So I like that little bit of mystery. Look, it's so now I get my frozen bananas and I'll make another cinnamon ice cream. I'll show you in a second. Frozen bananas, cashew flour, and cinnamon. That's all. I tell you, that's the perfect cinnamon ice cream. I was so surprised. The cinnamon perfectly unfolds its wonderful aroma in this combination. Now, bananas, the base. These should be ripe, really. When I freeze them, I make sure they're very ripe. Sometimes it doesn't really work. Then the ice cream is a little bit more gooey. You have still ice cream, okay, but it's a little bit gooey and nice. It would be nicer when the bananas are really ripe. It's so much better. So, and the food processor with the S blade, that is the best tool I find to make a Blitz ice cream. The blender would be too fast and makes too much heat. So you process a little bit longer to get the nicer texture. Ice cream would melt. So the food processor is perfect for that. It doesn't heat it so much up. So the bananas are a nice amount, goes up. Bananas, these slices, they are like candy. I can eat them as a snack. Just a little table plate or bowl of these frozen candies, and it's really nice. But as an ice cream, of course, you can do so many things with them. For example, with the cashew flour, I make it into a creamy ice cream. It's like almost like an ice machine, right? Very nice. And when they are really ripe, when I freeze them, I can take a little bit more cashew flour, otherwise they get gooey again. A little more cashew flour, and then I have such a creamy ice. And here, tablespoon of cinnamon. Can you take a large tablespoon? But not too much, because cinnamon is a bark. It's a super healthy spice. It has a sweet, dry, earth flavor. It's wonderful with sweets. Other seasonings are also nice. And it is a bark and very hard, so you grind it, it never becomes really powder. It's so hard as a bark from a tree. So when you take more, it gets coarse. You can't get it creamy anymore. So I would like to take more because of the flavor, but I'm limited here. But the banana helps. So banana has a lot of fiber and things that are coarse, like nuts or cinnamon. They are coated with this fiber of the banana and gets creamy. It seems creamy, but if you take too much, it doesn't work anymore. So blender dance for Blitz ice cream. Have a look. This is what the ice cream looks like. It seems to be nice. And I will check. Take out the blades. Yeah, the texture feels great. Now I make my scoops right from the processor. And yeah, they look good. They feel good. So I can make these scoops right onto my ice cream with the yogurt dressing. And ready to enjoy. It's a wonderful toy, these very inexpensive scoops. And when I make the ice cream in the right way, the ingredients should be very cold, right from the freezer. I found that's very important. At first I didn't pay attention to that. I thought, well, and so forth. Last year I began to do more with breakfast and ice cream. But then I learned that the difference when all the ingredients, even the cashew flour and the cinnamon, they don't need to be frozen, right? But when they are also in the freezer half an hour or so, it makes a difference. I can process a little bit longer and get a better texture. That's what I have today. Looks nice, right? Yet you're right from the processor. I find it really very nice. And the cinnamon ice cream is so delicious. I really made it sometimes now. I was surprised, as I said. Check it out, it's amazing. Now I tried it with this combination of the oranges and the blackberries and the figs and the walnuts. Let's see. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. If you like my video, subscribe MD Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day to enjoy the endless vegan variety and accept my virtual invitation to my everyday kitchen. And you can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and X.